y'all, welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be talking about my tried and true baby and a few pregnancy items or products that I absolutely love. If you are new here, welcome. Don't forget to subscribe. I would love to have you in the Soul Tribe Mama family. I am pregnant with baby number 5. So I've had 4 other chances to go through this pregnancy thing and figure out not only the brands that I really like and seem to gravitate towards for myself during pregnancy, but also for my babies, and that my babies have liked over and over again. But just being able to try as many products as possible and kind of like weed out the ones that just haven't been my top go-tos. So hopefully this list helps you out. That doesn't mean that everything I say in this video is the end-all be-all and that if you don't use these products that you're doing it wrong. That is totally not what I'm saying. I am just giving you guys my opinion and my journey as a mama now going through my 5th pregnancy. I think this would be a great video to watch if you're getting ready to make your registry that you're going to send out to your family and friends, just to give you an idea or maybe help you narrow down whether it's the type of brand that you want to put on there or the type of product. I also will be having a separate registry like checklist video that I'm going to put out that will go over pretty much everything that is not only on my registry but that I think should be on a registry. So keep a lookout for that one. But I will have these specific products linked down in the description box for you. So if you are making a registry, you can click on those links, and then if you do like that item, you can directly from that site add it to your registry, which makes it a whole lot easier instead of like trying to write a list and then go back and forth to a bunch of different websites and all of those things. All right, y'all, so let's go ahead and jump right in. I'm gonna start with the baby items first and list those off, and then I will end the video with my top pregnancy go-tos that have worked for me every single pregnancy at the end of this video. I do have timestamps on this video so that if you just kind of want to go through and you don't really need some of these items or you already know about them, you can definitely go through the chapters and get to the spots that you really want to learn about or listen to, whatever it may be. Okay, so the number 1 product for baby is going to be the Dr. Brown's bottles. These things have worked wonders with every single one of my babies. The way they have invented this bottle, it just works, which I know some parents don't like it because of all the little parts that go with it. But to be honest, I've used them so many times that I've gotten it down to like a science on how to clean them. I usually just soak my bottles anyways, and then at the end of the day rinse them out, make sure they're pretty good and clean, and let them dry overnight. So I'm not sitting there like scrubbing each bottle, which is always good to have more than like 2 or 3 on hand, to have multiple bottles on hand so that you can do that all day long without having to rewash the same 1 or 2 bottles all day. Hands down, of every single bottle that I've ever tried to give my babies, Dr. Brown's, for one, has always been the one that they love. I feel like the way that they've made the nipple as well is the closest to breastfeeding, which is why my kids have loved it, because I have always done both breastfeeding and bottle feeding. And then that way, when we transition into formula or regular milk and wean off of breastfeeding, they never really have a problem with taking a bottle. I am telling you this with the disclaimer that that doesn't mean that this is the only bottle that your baby should use, and that if you're using any other brand or any type of bottle, you're a bad parent or you're a bad mom. That is not the case, guys. Everybody is different, but I will tell you hands down, this is why this is the number 1 item on my list right now, because every single one of my babies has loved these bottles, and I have used every kind of bottle that they have, every size of bottle that they have, and I not only love them, but my babies love them. Number 2 on the list is going to be baby wraps and baby carriers. The first one is going to be the Sully baby wrap. Baby wrap carriers are going to be your go-to for newborn stages, especially when your baby's really small and you want to carry your baby around the house. Number 1, because a lot of the other carriers aren't going to be as sturdy. Those babies early on are not going to be able to fill out those carriers. Are kind of going to be wobbly in them because they're a little bit more open. The Sully wrap literally wraps the baby as tightly as it can to your body. Your baby ends up loving that the most in the early on stages because they've just come out of your body, and so they're used to hearing your breathing, smelling your skin, hearing your heartbeat, and so the closest they are to you, the better. A lot of my babies, when I would have them in this Sully wrap, they would end up taking their daily naps in that, which helped me because they were taking a nap. I didn't have to take time away from my other kids or my other duties as a mom to get the baby down and stay in the room with them, and then another kid come running in banging on the door. I could just put the baby in the wrap, do whatever I have to do with my other kids, clean the house, make lunches, and the baby would fall asleep in there. As long as you know how to put it on, which I do have a video on my channel already on how to wear your baby multiple ways, but also how to put the baby wrap on, because I know that can be daunting when you see it at first. You're like, wait, what? How do you do that? I don't trust myself. Once you learn it the first time and you realize it's really not that complicated, you'll get it down, just 1 or 2 practices and you'll get it down, and you'll be able to figure out exactly like the tightness and where you should have the baby and where it feels good. And I have to say, of all the baby carriers, this one is the most comfortable for me personally to wear. Where the baby is sitting on you and the way that everything is wrapped, the weight is distributed evenly so that you don't feel like you're being pulled by your shoulders or your back or any of that stuff. I'm able to do so much more with the Soli wrap. Of all other wraps, and I have tried other brands of wraps, the Soli wrap is my absolute favorite. It has enough stretch but not too stretchy so that it's gonna have a lot of hold to it, but the material itself is a lot thinner, so not only is it breathable, but it's not as bulky, which the other wraps that I felt, they were too bulky. It was like just too much fabric, too bulky, too much going on, and it made me really hot. If you didn't know already, I live in Texas, so the weather is warm pretty much all the time and humid pretty much all the time. We get a little spurts here and there of fall and winter, nice crisp weather. Most of the time it's humid and hot. So you gotta know, having something that close to your body, another human being, and then on top of that, a wrap that is so thick and bulky is just not comfy. Okay, the next baby carrier is the Baby Bjorn baby carrier, or I guess this would be like your traditional baby carrier. The Baby Bjorn one I've had for I think 3 of my kids and absolutely love it. Even my husband loves it. Anytime I needed him to hold the baby or watch the baby while I did something, he would always put the babies in that baby carrier and be able to wear it and do things around the house, play with the other kids, get work done, walk around, and he felt like it was the most comfortable as well. And that one definitely is my favorite. Again, it's less bulky, there's less pieces to it, it's very easy to adjust, and then once it's adjusted, it's very easy to just clip on and off yourself and clip open to get the baby in and out. You don't have to do a bunch of things every single time you put the baby in, and then every single time you take the baby out, and then it's just a lot of stuff going on. That is not the case. I definitely love this one for that reason. They actually have newer ones now that come in like a jersey knit material, which is super soft and stretchy. I've even heard other moms say that it's even more breathable because of the fabric that they are using, so I definitely love that about them as well. And then the last baby carrier is a ring sling. Definitely a ring sling, y'all. I have all 3 of these. This is why they're on here. The Wild Bird ring sling and the Sakura Bloom, I think is how you say it, that brand. Those 2 are my absolute faves. A ring sling is literally something that you could use probably transitioning from a Soli wrap and you don't really want to wear the full-on carrier, especially if you're at home and you're cooking or something and your kid likes to be on your hip but you can't really hold them the whole time and cook with one hand or do one thing with one hand. That's what the ring sling is for. It literally goes across your body. You've got the ring right here that you pull through. Again, once you learn how to do it correctly, where your baby should be sitting, how tight it should be, and how to put it on, I promise you it's really not that hard. And it just makes the baby comfy. They are able to look around and move a little bit as well. You have a little bit more freedom. Instead of having that huge carrier right in the front, you have your baby to the side of you. So that's another reason why I like it. Number 3 on this list is going to be like swaddles and sleep sacks. So the first one is going to be Copper Pearl. They're jersey knit or like stretch swaddle blanket. Now this obviously is for you mamas that know how to swaddle your baby with a blanket, and I always end up going towards this kind of blanket, which the stretchy kind instead of the muslin blanket. Number 1, because it's a whole lot easier to swaddle your baby with the stretch blanket than it is something that's stiffer. It's easier to get it, tight enough, get their arms in there. And not only that, but again, it is a thinner material, so it is breathable as well. Not saying that the muslin isn't breathable, but I don't know, I just always have gone more towards this. Now, Copper Pearl has a lot of options when it comes to colors and prints, which is why I would use that exact brand. But again, you can find pretty much any other brands that sell that type of stretchy swaddle blanket. The next 2 brands are Nested Bean and Dreamland Baby or Dream Baby. Both of these companies have the swaddle option and the sleep sack option, depending on, you know, the stages that you're in, the size of your baby, what your baby likes. I've used both and I love both for two different reasons. Now, the nested bean, they have like, it looks like a little chick egg in the front with like the little weighted beans in there. The rest of it is not weighted. It's just this one piece, and it's supposed to mimic you having like your hand on them and then feeling that pressure of your hand. With the Dream Baby option, now theirs is usually the full frontal part of the sleep sack is weighted. So it just depends on, like, you know, what your baby needs, what your baby wants, and really you could even try them both and just see which one works best for your baby. I think both of them in their swaddle options have the arms up option, or if you want to take those out completely, because some babies like to be swaddled because they like that tight feeling, but they don't like their arms being stuck inside, or they like them up by their face, or maybe they're like one arm out and one arm in. You never know. You just have to figure that out once your baby gets here. So it's nice to have those options in there as well, like I said, if you don't know how to swaddle your baby. Number 4 on this list is the Snuggle Me Baby Lounger, the DockATot and the Snuggle Me, and I will tell you hands down, Snuggle Me, for me at least, is top dog, the best. I feel like it does its job better. It's supposed to make the baby feel comforted and secure, and it doesn't engulf your baby. Yes, guys, my kids are out in the other room. They're crazy. The older boys are supposed to be helping me, you know, keep the younger ones just preoccupied for a minute so they're not loud, but you know, they're all kids, so they're gonna be loud and crazy and have fun. I'm sorry if that's annoying back there. They're all fine. They're just wrestling, having fun, playing, doing their thing. But yes, you will hear my kids, my other 4 kids in the background. But like I said, the Snuggle Me has been with us for a long, long time. I will be using this again with this baby, and I absolutely love, love, love that company, and I love this product. Okay, number 5 is the Mebie Baby Muslin Blanket. They have 2 options. One of them is just your muslin like swaddle blanket. It is 1 layer of muslin material. The other option is going to be their like quilts is what they call it, but it's really just a blanket. It's a thicker version, which means that they just put about 6 layers of this muslin cotton together. So it's like a thicker version of your muslin blanket, but I definitely love both of those. Number 6 is gonna be muslin towels. Now, they don't really make muslin towels, like hooded baby towels, but you can buy on Amazon like a set of 4 to 6 muslin blankets for babies, and that's what I would use as a towel. They're softer, they're more absorbent, they're just all around better. I do not like regular towels. I don't like baby hooded towels. I think it's ridiculous. I feel like you spend money on something that is just really not worth it when you could just use your own towel at home, or these towels, which are way better than any towel we use. To be honest, I would love to use a muslin towel when I get out of the shower. So that is on this list for that reason. Number 7 is wellements gripe water. This is a must, y'all. All babies are gonna end up having some kind of bubbles and definitely hiccups, and I will tell you, wellements is like miracle in a bottle. It gets rid of hiccups like that. I don't even know how it happens. But also I do love wellements, the products, any product that they have, because it is all organic. Most of the things that you buy from them, once you open it, has to be refrigerated, and the shelf life is very short because it is very good ingredients in there, all natural ingredients that are good for you and your baby. So just make sure that once you open it, you read the instructions. Out of all their products, the gripe water is like top notch. It is a miracle what it can do for babies that have hiccups. And the last 2 babies of mine have had the worst hiccups. Like, you could tell they were in pain, so much in pain, and I would give them that and it was like that, gone. Number 8 is going to be water wipes. I know water wipes can be a little on the pricey side, so really the alternative is just to make your own. Use a washcloth with water. But other than that, if you don't want to do all that on your own, buy the water wipes, y'all. They are all-purpose wipes, y'all. Like, they are perfect for obviously diaper changes, but you need to wipe your baby's face off, hands. I wipe my hands off with them if I have like diaper cream on my fingers. Literally perfect for everything. Number 9 is going to be the Hello Bello brand Everywhere Balm. Now, this stuff I used for rashes, especially in the newborn stages, but it is also really good for just anything whatsoever. Anything going from cradle cap to dry skin, scaly skin. It's just good for everything. But I will say that especially in those earlier months, I felt like the Everywhere Balm did a better job with rashes in the diaper area than anything else. Number 10 is going to be the Nose Frida Snot Sucker. This thing looks disgusting, y'all, but I will tell you, of all of the aspirators out there, that is the top-notch one. It is number 1 on my list when it comes to nose sucker things. Like, it works. If you get past the disgusting part of having to suck through a tube and understand that there's nothing gonna get even close to you, I promise, then you definitely need to use this. It works so, so good. And my daughter at 6 months ended up getting RSV, and I was constantly having to suck her nose out all the time, and this thing was a lifesaver. It helped, and it got the snot out quicker so that she was in relief quicker, and I felt like I did my job. Like, it was less anxiety for me as a mom. All right, y'all, I'm sorry the lighting looks so different, but I lost my natural light and my ring light is broken, so I'm trying to get through with what I have so far. I'm sorry it looks different. Hopefully it's not too yellow or too bright or whatever. Okay, number 11 on this list is the Ryan and Rose pacis. Again, when it comes to pacis, y'all, this is gonna come down to your baby and what your baby prefers. I have to say, half of my kids did not take a paci. They could have cared less, and the other half did take it, and the Ryan and Rose one so far has been the one that they liked the most. Now, that doesn't mean that it was one that they couldn't live without, so I wouldn't say it was like they may not have gone for something else. I'm not quite sure, and I'll probably try that out with this baby if this baby needs a paci. I don't usually give my kids pacis unless I think it's necessary, but the ones that I have given them when I have tried to give them a paci have always been the Ryan and Rose ones. It's just one of those things that it has to come down to your baby's preference. It's really not up to us at all. Okay, number 12 is going to be the Spearmint Baby brand rompers, footed rompers. These are the ones that I buy, and I get a few of them in different colors that I love. Number 1, I love the colors options that they have. Number 2, I love that it's bamboo, cotton, and stretch. It's again, a thinner, more breathable material. It's super, super soft on your baby's skin. It comes in zipper. It comes in the button option. There's so many to choose from, but that has always been my go-to with all of my babies. For this baby, I probably won't have to buy so many because I already have many, many of them from my last babies, but I definitely buy like newborn size, 0 to 3 month size, 3 to 4 in each size, and in different colors that I want to rotate out. My babies pretty much live in those things, especially those first 3 months of their life. Next thing for clothing is going to be H&M. Y'all, do not snooze on H&M, y'all, especially when you're buying for your newborn to 0 to 3 month. You can get like 2, 3, 5, 6, 7 pack of onesies, pants. I mean, they have all kinds of stuff. Plus, I've always loved their color choices. If you're a neutral gal like me, you like gender neutral colors or just neutral natural colors as well, they have a lot of that to choose from. So the main ones that I buy, number 1 is their joggers for newborn, 2, 3, almost to 6 month old babies. I love, love, love the materials. I love the colors of their joggers. Again, I can buy a like pack size on H&M for a better price at good quality. Next thing is going to be their long sleeve onesies. I love them, super stretchy. They have the ribbed kind that come in like that creamy, ivory, oatmeal, brown colors that I love. And then the last thing is gonna be their sweatshirts, but I love their newborn to 6 month old sweatshirts. They have the little buttons on the top to open if you need to get it over baby's head. It is more on the thinner side sweatshirt. It's not gonna be that real thick fleece sweatshirt that's gonna overheat your baby. I think sweatshirts look so cute, and even like sweaters, tops look so cute on babies. All right, last but not least for baby items that are tried and true for me is going to be headwear. So beanies, and then if it's a girl, like turbans. Because when they're newborns and really throughout their whole life anyways, but especially in those earlier stages, you're going to want to have something covering your baby's head to keep the heat in, because that's where the heat escapes the most, is through their head and their ears. The first one is going to be Izzy Matteo. She is a small company, a small business. I love her items. They are all hand knitted and woven by her. Kids will not stop screaming in the background, y'all. They're like going crazy. But her Hello World beanie, y'all, it's like so cute. It is a newborn beanie. It is meant to be used for, your announcement picture, but really, like, I did use it as like the first beanie I ever put on Knox when he was a baby. but then I also used it until he literally grew out of it, and then I ordered more from her. It didn't say Hello World anymore. It's a little like suede patch, leather patch on the knitted beanie. I think the next one I got him was like a reindeer or a bear, I can't remember, but she has so many options when it comes to beanies, not only for newborns and toddlers, then it goes all the way to youth. She has some for mom and dad. She has matching beanies for mama and Minnie, or daddy and Minnie. I mean, the list goes on and on. She also offers bows that are on headbands or clips for girls. I love her quality. I think her prices are amazing, especially for the quality and the things that she's putting out. But again, y'all, the Hello World beanie, it will always be my #1 favorite from her. The next beanies I love are from Little Bipsy. They do sell out pretty quickly though, so if you can't get your hands on them, you gotta wait till like the next season. I love the colors. I have a rust colored one that I got for Knox. It's not too thin, but not too thick. I love the feeling of it. It's a little bit different because it's not a knitted beanie, but it's not a stretch beanie. I don't even know how to explain it, but Little Bipsy is definitely the brand that I love the most. Now the next one is for if you have a girl, and let's say not saying you can't put beanies on a girl, because I definitely do put beanies on my girls, but let's say you want to put something on their head that's cute but has like a bow on it or the little turban on it. I definitely love Knot Baby, Knot Baby. Their brand of turbans to choose from. Again, they actually offer like a 3-pack option. They're stretchy and jersey knit, a bunch of different colors and shades to choose from. But let's say, you know, you have your newborn little girl and you don't really want to put her in a beanie. You'd rather have her, you know, in something cute like that, but it's still covering her head and keeping her warm. That's a cute way to go. Okay, the first one on my pregnancy must-haves list that are tried and true, it's going to be a belly band. This belly band, y'all, has been a must. Not only has it helped with my belly and my pelvic area, but also my back, because my back seems to take the biggest beating of all, I swear. During these pregnancies, it gets real bad. And then the hip area and the pelvis. So this belly band has been a must for pregnancy every single time. Next is going to be the Blanqi maternity leggings. I also love their leggings for postpartum afterwards, but if we're talking about just through pregnancy, their maternity leggings, and they also have short options, are my absolute favorite go-tos every time. I love them. They're stretchy, comfortable, soft, actually have support to them as well, and they now have a bunch of different options to choose from when it comes to colors. If you need leggings for maternity wear, go to Blanqi. Next is maternity jeans. Now, I would say the only 2 things that I've ever bought that have been maternity is maternity jeans and maternity leggings. Everything else that I usually wear during my pregnancy has all been regular women's clothing that I've either had to go up a size or it just has stretch in it and I don't have to worry about sizing up at all, and it just fits and it works with my bump. So the only 2 items that I actually spend money on that are technically maternity items are the leggings and then maternity jeans. I've found that Pink Blush not only has the biggest selection of maternity jeans to choose from, but they have always been the best quality and the best feel and fit for me personally. I definitely love Pink Blush's maternity line for their jeans and their bottoms. Next is going to be Auden brand from Target. Their nursing bras are so comfortable. So obviously this is something that you would be wearing into postpartum and if you're breastfeeding or pumping, but I will say, y'all, they are the most comfortable to wear even during my pregnancy, because the chest area is definitely going to be growing over and over and over again throughout your trimesters before you have baby. You don't want to go out and buy a different size bra constantly. So to me, their Auden nursing bras are so comfortable. They're stretchy. You don't have to worry about exchanging it for a different size every time you grow. It grows with you, and they're actually really pretty. They have tons to choose from, and the price point, y'all, you can't beat. Like, they have the best prices for these bras. Next is going to be a heating pad. Your body hurts, y'all. Pregnancy sucks sometimes in certain areas and days and hours of the day. Your hips are gonna hurt, your back is gonna hurt. There's gonna be so many sore areas and places that are just not gonna feel good. So a heating pad is always a must for me. It's also gonna be the Dr. Teals Epsom salt soak for a bathtub. Y'all, those 2 things right there you need for this growing baby body that we are morphing into as we get along through these trimesters. Your body is going to be sore. I'm at the point where I can walk for about 5 minutes and then I have to lay down and sit down, and then even in the morning I can wake up and feel like I must have like worked out at CrossFit yesterday because my body hurts so bad and I can't move. So heating pads will become your best friend, and the Dr. Teals Epsom salt soak for your bathtub is, oh, it's the best thing. Every night before you go to bed, if you can do that, definitely do it. Next is going to be nipple balm. Now again, I know this seems more like, but isn't that for breastfeeding? Isn't that for pumping? Yes, but I will say, because our breasts are growing, our nipples are also growing. Things are changing. Your skin could be drier this time than last time. Who knows? Your nipples can actually get dry and chapped and even be sore throughout pregnancy as everything is moving and growing and all of those things. Boobies, their organic nipple balm is literally a godsend. It is my absolute favorite to go to when I'm breastfeeding and pumping because I don't have to worry about wiping it off before baby eats the next time. It definitely soothes everything. It's not sticky. It doesn't like stick to your shirt or your bra. It's actually good to start using this product anyways before you get to that point. Of all the nipple creams and balms that are out there, this one is literally hands down the best. The next one is going to be 8 Sheep Organics Sleepy Body Lotion. Bodies are gonna be sore, y'all. Pregnancy can do a lot to our bodies. So this lotion, it is organic, it is all natural, it is made in small batches. I have fallen in love with this, and it's super moisturizing, which is always a plus. I've put this on any area that bothers me, especially before bed, but even during the day sometimes I've done it. You know, my lower back, my hips, my upper back, my shoulders, whatever it may be, I rub it anywhere that's been really hurting me and bothering me that day. The smell of it, because of the essential oils that they put in, is like the perfect mixture to just make everything smell good and just calm your senses down, calm your body down, make everything relax so that you can go to sleep. If you have problems falling asleep, this is a good lotion. And actually, you can use this on your kids as well if they need something to kind of like just ease into sleep and calm down. The other great thing about it is because it is so moisturizing, and again, it is safe for pregnancy, it's all natural product, you can rub it on your belly. Now, I feel like it would be great relief if you do feel like your babies like to sit super low and your belly feels like it's hanging. The gravity is just pulling it down and it hurts. The lotion's gonna help with that, but it also is going to moisturize your bump for stretch marks and all of that other stuff. Any itchy skin that you have, definitely put this on there. I've even put this cream on my feet and my calf muscles where my veins are there, because I get really bad varicose veins. It can make my legs throb and hurt. So right before I go to bed, wherever else I put it on, the last place I put it is on my feet to make them feel better, and also my legs just to kind of help with the circulation and just make everything feel nice and calm, just relaxed to go to sleep. So my last thing on the list for pregnancy is going to be the Mama Mio brand tummy butter. Safe for pregnancy, organic, natural products, good for you, good for the baby. They also have a whole other line of skincare products, as does 8 Sheep Organic. My go-to from them is gonna be their tummy butter. And it's just creamy, luxurious, it smells good, it feels good, it seeps into the skin, it's not sitting on top and feeling oily and gross, like it doesn't dry. That's another reason why I love it. But yes, definitely check them out when it comes to tummy butters. And that concludes my list, y'all. I know it's long, that's why I wanted to make sure I put in the timestamps. Again, I've linked everything down below, I've listed it down below in the order that I've talked about it here. And check that out down below. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new. Make sure you give this video a big thumbs up if this is the kind of stuff that you like to watch and learn about. I will see you guys on my next one. Thanks for watching. Bye.